A huge scare at Delhi airport, radioactive material from a cargo flight from Istanbul to Delhi. This was a flight which was a cargo flight, and all the 10 packets, it had 10 packets of radioactive material. What we understand from airport sources is that this radioactive material was packed in a haphazard manner, and that is why this liquid leaked inside the flight as well. There was NDRF teams as well as the atomic energy officials who reached the spot to check the radioactivity levels. What we understand, the radioactivity is under control right now, but this is a document which I have which shows the entire consignment which was on board that flight which was coming in from Istanbul to Turkey, Turkish Airlines flight. You can see clearly it's mentioned that it's radioactive material which was there on the flight. It's also mentioning the type of material. It says radioactive material type A package. There's also the dimensions of the package, the size and the amount of radioactivity which it could emit if there is a leak or such. Further on, the details of what really the package contains, what we understand, there was radio iodine in it, which was liquid in the liquid forms, and other isotopes which were nuclearly unstable or rather radioactive, which were on that in that package. So at least 10 packets over here. This documents list out what exactly were inside the packages, and that's where it leaked. What we understand, high level of radioactivity. In this column it says maximum radiation level on contact, and there is about 30 milliroentgen per hour, and there's something about 18, 9, 30. So yes, all of them at least 30 milliroentgen per hour. So there's high levels of radioactivity in that aircraft inside IGI airport. So yes, a huge scare at IGI airport, but now what we understand is that NDRF teams and atomic energy officials have reached the spot, and that radioactive leak has been curtailed as per the reports coming in.
But Kashif, take us through the document once again, that what sort of radioactive material was on board that flight, because it seems 10 packets of hazardous radioactive material was on board this Turkish flight, and there is also a report that it was for a medical equipment need that these radioactive materials were being transported.
That's right, Devina. It was medical equipment. It was from Istanbul to India to Delhi. The consignee's name also is over here. It's Jubilant Draximage Limited. That's the medical consignee which was receiving these radioactive materials. But the port of departure was Istanbul, and that's where the radioactive material was packed, and packed in a haphazard manner. Let me also list out the entire list of the radioactive material on board. What we understand, that 1 to 10, the serial numbers 1 to 10, if you see on the screen over here, this is the list of the radioactive materials, and these are radio iodine. This is one which was used in medical industry. That is one of the materials which is being listed out here, and the amount of radioactivity and the contact after which a radioactive person gets in contact per hour. What is the radioactive emission? That's also listed out over here. So yes, the document here documents what exactly the material were, but in the fact remains that it was packed in a haphazard manner, and that is why there was a leak at the IGI airport.